In our last video, we spent a few days visiting historic Savannah, Georgia. Today, we head west towards FD Roosevelt State Park in Pine Mountain, Georgia. All right, getting ready to leave Sidway Island State Park here outside Savannah, Georgia. This is a nice park. This has been my first experience with the Georgia State Park, and I gotta say, I'm very impressed. Now, the next stop we're going to is FD Roosevelt State Park near Pine Mountain, Georgia. It's about a 250-mile drive for us today, so 4-5 hours, and so I've heard good things about that one as well. So if it's anything like this one, we're in for a treat.
A few moments later.
And we have this. It is what it is. And after we get the important stuff taken care of, we're back on the road. But this time, headed west toward our home in Texas. We've been on the road for almost 3 weeks now. And to be honest with you, we're about ready to head back toward that direction. All right, we're making a little quick Walmart stop in Forsyth, Georgia, on our way to FD Roosevelt State Park. Looks like about an hour away from there. And so Olaf had to take a little potty break here, didn't you, buddy? While Maggie's going in to get some groceries for us. I don't know if there's a Walmart near Pine Mountain and FD Roosevelt State Park, but we gotta get groceries just in case. So there's a Walmart on our way, so we just decided to stop there and take a little break and get some groceries. And we're back on the road. But this time, we leave the busy interstate highways behind and travel on 2-lane country roads on the way to our campsite. To me, this is the best way to travel. The scenery is absolutely spectacular. And now we reach the entrance to FD Roosevelt State Park. And I gotta admit, this road to the park entrance has a very steep incline, especially if you're pulling or driving a big rig. You want to be very careful. And here we are, and what a sight to behold. Yep, we're really in for a treat the next 2 days. Well, we had a 5-hour drive from Savannah all the way to here to FD Roosevelt State Park, and let me tell you, it is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's a drive up in the mountains. It's a drive up in the mountains, but it's absolutely worth it. A little kind of in the middle of nowhere, but if you like that sort of thing, that's great. Cell phone service here is pretty much 1 bar, very, very weak. Streaming, forget it. But that's great. That's what we have the outdoors for. We're here tonight and tomorrow night. And so starting tonight, we're fixing some dinner. We're going to have some of this tortellini cheese, and we have kielbasa sausage, cherry tomatoes, and mushrooms. We're going to put it on the Blackstone grill, and that's going to be our dinner tonight. Okay, you never can have too much olive oil. We're going to drizzle a little olive oil on top there. So a little too much there. A little bit right there. Makes it good. And you gotta have some spinach. Look at that, look at that. Oh, a little water in there. That's right, you always wash your spinach. I do. And you want to save this toward the end because this burns pretty easy. All right, that's looking pretty good. Let's go in and eat. After eating that wonderful dinner, the next day I had to go pick up our site pass from the park office, seeing that we arrived the previous evening after it closed. What's cool about this park office is that it was built by the Civilian Conservation Corps in the 1930s, otherwise known as the CCC. This was Franklin Roosevelt's answer to putting people to work during the Great Depression. So it's no wonder this park is named after the president. The main office sits on top of a hill with a beautiful view of the southern Appalachian Mountains. Time to go for a swim. This is the Liberty Bell Pool. Built from natural stone in the late 1930s as part of the CCC, the pool is open to the public from May to September every year. The pool is fed by natural spring waters coming from the Appalachian Mountains. No chlorinated pool water here. And this pool is huge. It's got to be bigger than an Olympic-sized pool. And if you look at it closely, it is somewhat shaped like a bell. Later on that evening, we decided to go check out the nearby town of Pine Mountain and see their FDR mural. You can tell the citizens of this small town really respect and admire the former president. And no matter your political affiliation, everyone can agree that FDR kept the country out of bankruptcy during the Great Depression. In our next video, we continue west as we cross over into Alabama. Plus, we get to experience our first oops of the trip. If you're a fan of our channel, be sure to like and subscribe, and thank you. And we'll see you on the road.